Yeah. Hair flip. Yeah, I'm a badass bitch. I don't like it. Hair flip. Yeah. Oh my god. So you guys should be happy. Oh my goodness. Hair flip. But anyways, hair flip. And hair flipping on these hoes. Hi. Hello everyone, welcome back to your boy SeanDavieWay as we do another surviving. So we're going to survive the Kardashians. This time around there's going to be 5 to 8 videos that we're going to do on them, and we're going to start at the beginning. What better place to start with Kim's sex tape? Now, it's been alleged that Kim leaked it, and then it was alleged that Ray J leaked it, and then it was alleged that Kris Jenner leaked it. Now, I find it really funny that they tried to blame Ray J when, come to find out, Ray J never even had a copy of any of the tapes. And Kim Kardashian alluded for so long that allegedly Ray J or someone from Ray J's team leaked the tape, which just didn't make any sense. So that's what part 1 is going to be about, us getting down to how the Kardashians became culture vultures, the beginning of it, the first black people that they used to pedestal to get them to where they are now. So who leaked the tape? Was it Kim Kardashian? Was it Kris Jenner? Or was it Ray J? Let's get into it without further ado. Surviving the Kardashians.
You know what he needs?
Yeah, we won a Cabo because it's Kim's birthday.
Okay, wait.
23.
You gotta tell him my mistake.
Oh yeah, Kim just wasted syrup all over her pants and started tripping out on me like, you moron, clean me.
I did not say you moron. I don't even think you can see it. You're the worst filmer. Right there, all wet.
Is there anything you want to tell your fans, Kim?
Not yet.
Oh yeah, we in Burger King right now. We in the LAX. I'm gonna try to get some plane footage if they let me. If not, I'll see y'all in Cabo on the beach. Getting black as ever.
Revealed. New evidence that Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner deliberately leaked Kim's sex tape. While everyone suspects that Kim leaked her own sex tape, no evidence was ever officially noted. Now, a new book by Ian Halperin lays down the truth. Posing undercover, Halperin unearths a whole new world of celebrity sex tape distribution, in which both parties must sign consent forms. According to page 6, Halperin quotes a source in the adult film industry who says, quote, a mutual friend of Kim and Paris Hilton had advised her that if she wanted to achieve fame, a sex tape would be the way to go. Kim had discussed the idea of producing a tape with her family beforehand, end of quote. Halperin confirms these claims, saying a friend of Kim's revealed, quote, it was Kris who engineered the deal behind the scenes and was responsible for the tape seeing the light of day, end of quote. Such rumors had been long rife in the showbiz world, but the new book entitled Kardashian Dynasty is the first to investigate. Furthermore, to the revelation that leaked was deliberate. Halpern claims Kim profited nicely from it. He reveals a conversation between himself and a Vivid spokesperson. When it comes to, quote by Vivid, selling a sex tape, both parties need to sign off, said the rep. When asked about Kim's tape, the spokesperson revealed a third party brought it to Vivid. Once again, a third party brought it to Vivid, meaning that Kim or Ray J, the people that were in the video, which would have been firsthand, neither one of them did. Somebody outside of them brought it. We got in touch with the Kardashian family, says the quote from Vivid Entertainment. Then she said, to ensure the celebrity will come on board and receive due payment, otherwise they would be left with nothing.
My way. I need to use it as a mirror.
Kimberly and Cabo.
Ew, it looks so terrible, so close.
How do you feel?
I feel great.
Like a mirror.
We're almost there. We're just descending. Hold on a minute.
You women, man.
Shut up.
Gotta love them.
I mean, Ray, we need to use it. That lighting is so much
It's
better.
recording though.
I know.
So why not work for us? And we'll make sure that it will not only get out, but that it will be distributed in the way you want. I can tell you right now, Kim Kardashian's movie came out in 2007, and she's made millions. Halpern concludes, it is clear that Vivid would not have announced plans to distribute Kim's sex tape without a clear indication from the family that they would get and give the go-ahead once they had come to terms on a price. A rep for Kim has denied all allegations, but naturally they would. So there you have it. So with all the information we've been given, we know that a third party representative brought the sex tape of Kim Kardashian and Ray J into Vivid Entertainment. Now, allegedly, that person was not Kris. And Kris stated that she never would do anything to humiliate her daughter or, embarrass the family by Kim's sex tape becoming public. Here is the problem. Vivid Entertainment, although allegedly a third party brought the sex tape to Vivid Entertainment, Vivid still had Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner's permission. They had their permission to sell the tape on a commercial value to where you can go into adult film stores and things in that nature and buy Kim and Ray J's sex tape. So they may not have deliberately walked up to them and handed them the tape themselves, but they did have a third party bring in the tape. Why would Kim, Ray J, and Kris Kardashian's signature be on the release for the video if they had nothing to do with it? Now, Ray J, once again, is innocent to this situation. Ray J did not know that tapes were going to be leaked. The tapes were made, multiple sex tapes between him and Kim Kardashian, and Kim kept the copies of the tape. Ray J never had any copies of anything, so there was no way for Ray J to leak something he is not in possession of. So again, Kim and Kris profited by getting that tape there. Another thing, they did it right before they got approval from E! to have their own show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Now, besides their father being Rob Kardashian, the family's pretty boring. There's nothing to really tune in and watch them for. So right as the season is premiering, so does the sex tape. It gave them something to talk about. You have to think about season 1 when the Kardashians talked about the sex tape. It's previously recorded. The show is not live. So that means that while they were recording, they were already talking about something that they knew would be explosive. They leaked it during the filming so that they had a storyline, a plot, a reason for people to tune in. So once again, Kris, you ought to be ashamed of yourself for embarrassing your family and profiting off of your daughter having sex with a man on camera. What type of mother are you? Where are your morals, values, or anything else that a living individual should have when it comes to their children especially? You should always shield and protect your children before you throw them in the fire. On part 1 of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, the final curtain Thursday night, the Kardashian and Jenner ladies sat down with Andy Cohen for a Bravo-style Keeping Up with the Kardashians reunion, where there were no holds barred. When Cohen asked Kim Kardashian if she thinks Keeping Up with the Kardashians would have been as successful initially had her 2002 sex tape with Ray J not been leaked in 2007, Kim admitted that she doesn't. Kim's quote, "Looking back, probably not. I think that everything happens for a reason, and I really try, live like that. Every time there's something and a crazy scandal that feels like you can't breathe and how are you going to get through this, it's always a lesson. Even if it's a private lesson or even if it's just something we didn't know we had to go through." Kardashian's quote. She told Andy Cohen, who then asked if she thought about the day she'll have to explain the tape to her 4 children. While Kardashian said that she hasn't thought about it, or she has thought about it, but hasn't had to have the conversation yet, Kim's quote, "Luckily, I think there's so many years that have gone on and so many things that have happened positively that it really erases that," said Kardashian.
Kimberly World, how you feel about that? Hey, she's so sweet, ain't she? Saw how nice and innocent she is, kissing into the camera all sexy. Alright, she wants me to stop filming, I could tell. I'm gonna get back at you in a minute.
Ultimately, Kardashian admitted, "That is something that I have to live with for the rest of my life. That's something that's like being held over my head. I try not to have any regrets, but it's probably the one thing that I wish didn't exist. And if I could erase any of those stupid things that I've done in my life, that's probably it. And it's more so from being a mom or more than anything." Fame at any cost. New biography exposes the naked truth behind Kris Jenner's control over Kim's sex tape. Kris Jenner masterminded the marketing of her own daughter's leaked sex tape to further the Kardashian clan's public profile, according to a new unauthorized biography. The ruthless businesswoman wanted fame at any cost, even if it meant humiliating her own flesh and blood. The explosive claim is contained in a new book, Dirty Sexy Money, the unauthorized biography of Kris Jenner, that uncovers the real story behind the rise, fall, and rise of modern history's greatest celebrity dynasties. Multiple sources speaking to celebrity biographer Kathy Griffin and investigative journalist Dylan Howard revealed that there is little room for doubt that the formidable momager acted as the intermediary to ensure the sordid tape sold for big bucks to the porn meddlers Vivid Entertainment. One source who was directly connected to the tape confirmed the allegation. In Fox News series, Kris Jenner, 65, denied she had any involvement in the release of the stick flick. Kim Kardashian, Superstar, is the most watched X-rated video of all time.
Come out. Whoa, did that hurt? I don't know, I hope I did. This way. I hope I caught that trip on camera.
You want to catch something else on camera?
Yeah. Yo.
Kris's quote, "I can't control what other people say. And obviously, that was a hard thing to go through," she recalled. "The thing that I learned from that is that you can get through anything as a family." That was obviously a real hard time for any mom, she added. "It was devastating. This is not the first time that Kris denies having been a contradiction. In Kardashian Dynasty by Ian Halperin, he claimed Kim and Kris deliberately leaked her now infamous sex tape to make her famous. Kim said Halperin signed a contract with Vivid Entertainment in 2007 to leak the sex tape she made with Ray J in 2003 on vacation while in Mexico. It is widely known that in order for a sex tape to be published or broadcast for commercial gain, that both parties have to sign off on its release. Halperin concluded it is clear that Vivid would not have announced plans to distribute Kim's sex tape without a clear indication from the family, and that they would give a go-ahead once they had come to terms on a price. The Huffington Post, on the 10th anniversary of the film's release, even concluded the film's success, the kind of success is difficult for people to believe that Kardashian or her mother, Kris Jenner, had no role in leaking it. In the Dirty Sexy Money unauthorized biography of Kris Jenner, it's reported Kris was there every step of the way as the middleman was brought in to market it an adult entertainment company. One insider told the authors they'd even claimed to have seen Kris Jenner's signature on the contract. The revelation makes a mockery of Kris's innocence in the sleazy deal. The book, published by Skyhorse Publishing nationwide on January 5th, provides an unflinching expose of the naked ambition that drove Kris to make her family one of the most famous families in the world, and how they would often use sex to climb the social ladder. The furor around Kim's controversial sex tape is credited with being the blue touch paper that turned the reality television show Keeping Up with the Kardashians into an explosive hit. The amateur porn flick was filmed in 2007 when the show first aired. Kim and her then boyfriend, rapper and now ex-boyfriend of Whitney Houston, Ray J, went to the resort in Cabo, Mexico to celebrate his 23rd birthday and took a camcorder. They filmed the explicit sex romp there and later shot more sex scenes in a hotel room in Santa Barbara, California. When the footage of her and Ray J appeared online, Kim was mortified and called it humiliating. She said she felt betrayed, but did not point a finger at who betrayed her. Nevertheless, it has always been assumed she was referring to Ray J. The new revelation throws fresh light onto her comments. However,
how did the tape get out? How did that tape get out?
The tape got out through a company called Vivid Entertainment.
So who went to Vivid?
I don't know who went to Vivid.
What was the conversation like when you found out it was out? What was the conversation like with Kim?
A lot of yelling and screaming. You know, a lot of yelling and screaming because I didn't know where it was coming from. She didn't know until we found out. And then we just had to deal with it from there and just figure out, since everybody is seeing it, since it's on every website, what do we do about it from here, you know?
Who had the tape?
I didn't have the tape. My deal.
Wait a minute. So
listen,
you shot it, and then what happened?
I shot the tape, and she kept the tape. So she says that, you know, the tape got lost, I guess, when she was moving or whatever she said. I don't know, but I didn't have, you know, control of the tape, and I definitely didn't have it in my possession.
Do you believe her?
I believe her. Yeah, I believe her, you know. But I mean, you know, in this business, you know, it's hard to trust anybody. But I believe her, you know, and I, you know, I had trust in her. She had trust in me, and she's a good person. So at the end of the day, you know, it was just like, what do we do now? You know, forget how, because it's already out. What's up now? What do we do?
As you see her blow up with the show and all this other stuff, do you kind of, how does that make you feel as you see all that?
You know, I pat myself on the back. You know, I'm just playing.
I believe it.
Playing.
No, come on.
You know, I really like to joke around a little bit because, you know, I mean, we having fun. You know, you only live once. But I feel good. You know, I smile. You know, I look and go, you know, congratulations. You know, I'm proud of you. This is what you wanted, and you know, I'm really proud of you.
Are you really sad at the end of the day that it got out?
Well, I got over it. You know. Again, at first I was sad that the tape was out. Of course, I was scared of, you know, the repercussions that it would cause. But, you know, time heals everything. I learned a lot, you know. I grew from that. I know what to do now as far as just being responsible, just in my own private world. And you know, now I just gotta learn, grow as a man, put it behind me, and keep on pushing. When I was shooting the tape, that was my goal. Watching it back was to make sure I was doing my thing. But I didn't really want the world to see it, you know. I mean, I shot the tape, what, 5.5 years ago, when I was like 21, 22 in Cabo. So that wasn't my goal, but when it did leak out and the response that I did get from it, it was kind of easier to get over it, you know what I mean?
You've gotten offers, haven't you, to continue that kind of career?
Yeah, I've gotten several offers from several different companies to direct X-rated movies, to be the face of, you know, just the X-rated world, and I turned everything down. Every deal I turned down, not only just for my career and just for the longevity that I see myself in music and in acting. I just, you know, I have my family to consider, my little niece, my sister, everybody around me. So I felt like in making this decision, you know, God blessed me with this song, Sexy Can I, with this new album, with this new deal. So I feel like I made the right decision.
Now, I know Ray J can be a jokester, a clown, or a F-boy, but I think that he is genuine within this interview. Ray J did not know what was going on. Why would Ray J think that a tape is going to be, I mean, a sex tape especially, from how many years ago? Remember, the tape was leaked in 2007, and they made multiple videos. The first video was made in 2002, and then they made another sex tape that Kim had full possession over. She had the sex tapes. Ray J never had them. So with Kim telling him that the tapes were lost in translation from when she was moving or when she was traveling, you know, something happened to where the tape had got out there. I think Ray J always knew that Kim was lying. It's not a coincidence that right as you're coming out with this show, all of a sudden this sex tape is coming out. That is bull. And another thing is, the Kardashians owe Ray J a lot. Ray J is the one who has literally gave the Kardashians a name. If not for Ray J, they would not be as famous or popular or rich as they are. They literally owe him their career. If not for Ray J, there would be no Kardashians if they did not take full advantage of this black man, because that is exactly what they did. They took advantage of Ray J. They sent that video in with the hopes that Ray J would see a high dollar amount and sign on. And that's exactly what Ray J did. I'm not going to knock him for doing something of scenes that were already being, you know, dispersed out in public. So there were already small clips of their sex tape that was already out there. But Vivid had already had the tape. It did not get leaked after Vivid, you know, sold it. No, it was already, you know, being done. So this was literally a plan. Kim used, once again, culture vulture, a black man for profit. It's not the first time she did it, and it damn sure wasn't the last. In the Dirty Sexy Money, the unauthorized biography of Kris Jenner, it's explained Kim sued Vivid for violating her right to privacy, which raises questions as to whether she knew the tape was being released or whether the lawsuit itself was a part of a grand publicity scheme by Kris, or whether someone other than Kris was responsible for selling Kim's video. However, Kim dropped the lawsuit in April of 2007 and agreed upon a lump sum financial settlement with Vivid. The facts suggest someone on the inside was pulling the strings, it's claimed. We've always known we had a legal right to distribute this video, a Vivid executive said at the time. We've always wanted to work out something with Kim so she could share in the profits. The Kardashians have always denied the claims of Kris' involvement in any of the sex tape deals, calling the allegations disgusting and disturbing. Though tellingly, Kris once stated, "We wouldn't be the Kardashians if we were censored ourselves." The camera loves drama. The head of Vivid, Steve Hirsch, also maintained that neither Kim nor her mother were involved in the early stages of selling the tape, allegedly. But he did concede he had their approval. Montana Fishburne. I expected to be the next Kim Kardashian. After making her PORN debut, Lawrence Fishburne's 18-year-old daughter, Montana, says she is being inundated with offers. from outside of the adult film industry. Montana's quote, "I'm actually getting a lot of mainstream offers," she tells The Hollywood Reporter, declining to get into specifics. "They are acting roles. I'm open to scripted and reality. It all depends on what the project is. If something truly interests me, I'll get super involved and want to make it happen." Montana, who declines to say whether she earned $250,000 from making her PORN, says the reason why she bared all in the first place to jumpstart her career. Montana's quote, "Kim Kardashian's sex tape was released, but she still got past that," says Montana. "Even though she got all the negative attention for it, she still has all of these other ventures going on now. That is what I want to emulate. Having a tape come out and still being seen as a positive person, not just she's a porn star." She is happy that her father's friends were unsuccessful when they tried to buy all the videos to keep her porn from being filmed and being released. She adds that she hasn't been speaking to her father since he told her she now was embarrassing the family and he was embarrassed by her. Her quote, "Until he respects me and accepts me for who I am, I don't think we will have much of a relationship," she says. Growing up, she says her childhood was traditionally unconventional. "I've had divorced parents since I was 2, and my dad was a really famous actor. So it was a conventional, or as conventional as it could be. We had the best of the best private schools traveling all over the world. I've had a very happy life." So if you didn't know, Montana Fishburne looked at Kim Kardashian as an idol. She wanted to be the next Kim Kardashian. She felt that if Kim could do a sex tape and still, be extremely famous from it and a lot of good positive business ventures and acting roles and things like that, if she could gain all those things, why can't I? I mean, I'm Lawrence Fishburne's daughter. She was Robert Kardashian's daughter. If she can do it, I can do it. The one thing that Montana forgot, was privilege. She does not have any of that. How is it okay for a black man to put this non-black woman, Kim Kardashian, on the map by having a sex tape, but Montana, as a black woman, tries to do the same thing, but does not get the same treatment? Not only did her father and her father's friends, the big people in Hollywood, exclude her from Hollywood and getting major or mainstream roles because of the tape that she did and because of her father being so embarrassed by it, and I get why he's embarrassed, because it's not something she had to do. It's something she wanted to. Like she said, she's had a very great life. She's always had the best of the best private schools and all of that. But money does not buy happiness. So it doesn't mean that she was happy. But she also did not need to join the adult film industry. The reason she did, once again, was Kim Kardashian. She looked at her as her idol. So how is it fair that Kim gets to do what she did and gets all of this privilege from it, but then a black woman does the same thing and she's discarded for it? Nobody wants her for it. She's just looked at as a lesser than. How fair is that? It isn't. I would have never suggested Montana go into the adult film industry, but I also don't think that she should have been thrown away for doing it. I mean, Kim wasn't. What makes Kim so special that she gets to profit off of using black, penis? And when Montana tries to profit from doing basically the same thing, she's shunned for it. It's once again a huge indicator in how the Kardashians have culture vultured their way through this industry by using black people to get what they want because they don't get the same judgment as black people. Once again, shout out to Montana Fishburne. I hope one day her and her father Lawrence can work it out, but Montana did a sex tape because Kim Kardashian, what a role model. Did you know that Kim Kardashian was married when she was sleeping with Ray J? Did you know that the sex tape you watched of Kim Kardashian, that is a married woman having sex with a single man? Yeah. Well, if you didn't know that, get ready to find out. Let's get into it. Kim Kardashian cheated on her first husband, Damon Thomas, with me. Ex-Ray J hints in new tell-all. Kim Kardashian's drama-plagued relationship with Ray J has come back to haunt her again. The R&B singer, who is best known as Kardashian's sex tape partner, is dishing the dirt about all of his passionate romances with the spotlight-loving reality star and hints that she may have cheated on her first husband with him, according to Life and Style. In his new book, Death of a Cheating Man, What Every Woman Must Know About Men Who Stray, Ray J refers to a former flame who he dated for 2 years as KK. In addition to the initials matching those of Kim Kardashian, the time frame given for the trust matches the length of their relationship. Ray J, 31, claims KK pursued him and slept with him while she was still married to her first husband, music producer Damon Thomas. Kardashian had previously denied cheating on Damon, who she divorced after 4 years in 2004. Ray J's quote, "To be honest, the whole thing started off wrong," Ray J writes, who was last romantically linked to Whitney Houston before the pop icon's death. "We'd known each other for a while before we dated, and there was a mutual attraction, but she was still married. She let me know she wanted to get with me. She left her husband for me as soon as we started having sex, and things between us got intense really fast. After that, I felt obligated to be with her." Ray J goes on to reveal intimate details about his highly sexualized romance with KK. "We were like animals, sexually free to try anything, and we did," he writes in his book. "For years, KK and I had a great sex life. There was more to our relationship, but the majority of it was about our wild, extreme sexual chemistry. She was a straight freak who was down to do whatever, whenever, and that seriously hypnotized me. However, the attentiveness grew to be too much for the singer. She wanted to know where I was at all times. She literally thought I was cheating with every girl I ran across," writes Ray J, who claims that both he and KK cheated on each other during the course of their relationship. Though Kardashian, 31, has yet to comment on her ex tell-all, a source told Life and Style that she is enraged by Ray J's betrayal. "Kim's putting on a brave face, but she's furious with Ray J about cashing in on her," the insider said. "There's so much that has gone wrong with her for this year. He is just another person trying to humiliate her." Now, I find it weird that Kim would be enraged that Ray J is trying to profit off of her. Kim, it's the same thing you did with Ray J. How did the sex tape get to Vivid Entertainment? How did you make those millions of dollars? That wasn't Ray J's doing. It was yours. So it's okay for you to use him, but it's not okay for him to use you. At least what he did was him talking about his experience instead of forcing you into having a public sex tape to where not everyone is talking about you. Not only you, your manhood, how you move around in the bedroom, just a lot of things that should have stayed private and intimate between the two of you. You and your mom decide to cash in on that, but he writes a book and it's a problem. Kim, get over yourself, okay? And on top of that, why doesn't anyone ever really talk about the fact that Kim Kardashian was married while she was with Ray J? She separated from her husband when her and Ray J started to become more exclusive, to where people started to notice them together. Kim and Ray J had already known each other. Kim knew Ray J through Brandy because Brandy was being styled by Kim. And, you know, obviously Brandy and Ray J are brother and sister. So like Ray J said, he had already known Kim. But what people fail to realize is that when he did know Kim, Kim was married. So he didn't pursue her out of her being married. That's why she pursued him. Why is it okay that not only did she get away with leaking her own sex tape and profiting millions off of it, she was married during this process. His name was Damon. She had a whole husband while all of this was going on. That's why Kim did everything in her power. Her and the family, the Kardashian family, did everything in their power to bury the first husband's statements because he agreed with Ray J. Kim was cheating on him with Ray J. Why is that okay?